All right, Fox family, dust off your winter boards. We have a series of storms coming through. I'm showing you this Powderhorn base area cam. This was taken earlier this afternoon. You could see probably in the background some of those snow fan guns, the snowcat getting some grooming done. I expect 4 inches of new snow tomorrow morning for Powderhorn Mountain Resort. So getting up there tomorrow, good for you. We'll get some clearing from west to east later in the day for all areas. And then of course, that's Saturday morning will be the morning we don't have added new snow. Of course, that doesn't count what we get Friday midday and Friday afternoon. So I expect new snow at Powderhorn Mountain Resort all the way through Tuesday morning. That should add up to about 1.5 feet, 4-inch increments each time. And then we're going to add another foot of new snow for Powderhorn late next week. So that's a lot of snow, and it's not just PMR. It's many of our mountain communities, many of the high country, backcountry sites. That also means, folks, we have the element of wind tonight, and wind is not the only reason why we have a high avalanche danger. We're adding more snow, but the wind is really going to create some problems in the backcountry, so please be careful. Temperatures right now, we still have not adjusted from a very mild day between Montrose and Delta. Temperatures right now in the low 50s. Grand Junction, it's a different story today. Our current temperatures are in the middle 30s, and we've been kind of chill all day long. High temperature, in fact, for Grand Junction, spot on the average for this time of year. We should be in the mid and low 40s in early December. But for Delta, near 60 and Montrose at 55, definitely the southwest flow was swinging a little bit further to the south from Mesa County today. That means we got better temperatures in Montrose and Delta County. We also got some of our windier conditions. Now, tomorrow we all will readjust to those averages for early December, but it's going to take a cold front storm system to get those temperatures to rebound back down a little bit. So we have this cold front advancing in tonight. It's not expected until after the midnight hour, so you're not going to feel much. You're not going to see much on radar, and the only thing we're going to be talking about are the breezy conditions right now. 15-mile-per-hour wind speeds for a few spots, but hey, Montrose, we've already been hit with that southwest flow today. We've already had 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts. We've seen some 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts as well. The exception has been Grand Junction. Now, moving into 10 o'clock tonight, that's when we go under this wind advisory. That'll continue through 3 p.m. tomorrow, so we still keep wind in the forecast tonight. Certainly gusty winds, but when you have a wind advisory, the expectation is 25 to 35-mile-per-hour winds, and then our top wind gust could go 40, could go 50, even could go 60 miles per hour. That's a top wind gust under a wind advisory. So we expect at least to get gusty late tonight and early tomorrow morning. In fact, tomorrow morning, we'll keep wind to start your Friday commute. We'll start to slow those wind speeds down once we get into the afternoon hours, and then by the end of Friday, we really lose all those winds. We lose that wind advisory, and essentially, we lose this storm system. Exiting as quickly as it arrives later tonight, really, it's just a midnight through noon situation. Highlighted in tan is that wind advisory I was just talking about. That includes Grand Junction, Delta, Montrose, but it also extends along the I-70 corridor all the way through almost, not quite, Glenwood Springs. So please, if you're traveling on the interstates tonight, not only do you have to deal with the wind speeds, but you're going to be dealing with some snow as well. And wind and blowing snow, snow issues, lowered visibility. That's a big problem. Also, along the Front Range, folks, they have a high wind warning. We're going to be hearing stories about toppled over semis, RV trucks, because this is going to be a strong wind event for them along the I-25 corridor, 55, 65, 75-mile-per-hour wind speeds. That's hurricane and tornadic force winds. Yeah, we're going to hear about it, but later tonight, in fact, probably tomorrow morning, that's where the dangerous winds will be for them. We still have winter storm warnings. We have avalanche warnings and winter weather advisories. That means snow is going to be falling after the midnight hour, but primarily Friday morning. Nothing is happening right now. Slow it down, please. Radar will be a little bit more active once we get to midnight, but certainly tomorrow morning, that's where we're going to see some of that snow falling in the high country. That's where we're going to see some of that snow starting to accumulate in the mountain zones. But for the lower elevations, it's the cone of uncertainty. I hate to say that. But between 7 a.m. and noon tomorrow, that's where we could see our rain-snow mix. We should start off as rain because the cold front hasn't arrived yet. In fact, the cold front will pass through right around mid-morning tomorrow. Meanwhile, we're going to feel those stronger wind speeds tomorrow morning. Brace for wind to start your commute Friday morning. We could see some rain. We could see some rain-snow mix. I'm not expecting any snow accumulations, but I'm not going to rule them out. We could see some snow squalls moving through. So traveling along the I-70 corridor, traveling anywhere tomorrow, if you get in a whiteout situation, don't slam on your brakes. Take your foot off the accelerator, slow down, move over, but please travel carefully because we're going to get some intense weather moving through, and it's going to do so rather quickly. Again, I don't expect a whole lot of snow to accumulate, but as fast as it arrives, we clear from west to east tomorrow afternoon. And then here's the interesting thing. The second storm system still developing. Still deepening off the Pacific Northwest, but that Pineapple Express I talked about yesterday, that influence, the atmospheric river bringing in some moisture, well, it pushes moisture right in Saturday night. So we see another round of snow for our mountain zones. We see another round of unsettled travel conditions. So you wake up Sunday morning with more fresh snow for the mountains. Hooray! That's what I say. Now let's take a quick look at the 7-day forecast, the extended forecast as such. We see that rain-snow mix tomorrow morning. That complicates your commute to start the Friday because we also add the factor of wind. We will keep wind and we'll keep that rain-snow mix basically from breakfast until lunch tomorrow. After that, we lose it. We don't really moderate our temperatures all that much. We still anticipate Saturday night to deliver a round of rain showers and snow showers. That'll be sneaking in from the Four Corners region. Of course, that sets us up for a Sunday morning. Snow for Powderhorn, snow for the Grand Mesa. Now, as we get into next week, that secondary storm system deepens and starts to spread across. So we do warm up with the southwest flow on Sunday for the second half, but that doesn't include what happens Saturday. So we have some unsettled conditions this weekend. Very wintry, very exciting for early December, I would say. We will get some wind also Sunday afternoon, but not in the magnitude of what we're dealing with right now. Believe me, we're going to get some strong winds during the overnight. You're going to hear those trees and hear those branches. In fact, one of my concerns is any of those loose and broken branches that have been hung up recently. They're likely going to get dislodged tomorrow morning through the midday. So please, careful. Montrose, rain-snow mix with snow showers mixed in, not a whole lot of accumulation. Same situation Saturday with the atmospheric river building in. I think that's where we'll see some snow showers. Sneaky little snowstorm Saturday afternoon. And then we see that secondary system popping in on Sunday night, Monday. And then, as if that weren't enough, we're cool and cold all next week, building up to an even bigger late week storm system.